just hear that ball sizzling in the air.
Welcome back in, everyone, to EA Sports coverage of the NFL. We're in quarter number 2, and it's the Chiefs who are in possession of the football. Butker now to add the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7. Butker now to kick this one away. The Chargers ready to take over. Early on, you know, Charles, every game.
Entering settings screen, you have 19 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected.
Could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. Now 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. There are two words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you've got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. Mahomes now to throw. And this pass on by Gray. And he's got this down a yard or two shy 40 before he's out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. To throw, it's Mahomes being chased out left. And that is incomplete. The Chiefs are 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to take care of business in front of the home crowd last week.
Yeah, it's always nice to get that opener at home, but now things get a little bit tougher. The good thing for them, though, is they take a little extra confidence with them when they head out on the road.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On second down, here's Mahomes. Dancing to his left. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. The big fella. Down the right sideline. And he takes it back to the house. It's a fumble recovery and a Charger touchdown. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. So not only the cough up, but then the pick up on the other side, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Chiefs ready to rock again on offense. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number one because margin for error is starting to slip away. And now it's down to a one-score game.
And they're going to speed things up here. Now Mahomes. Now a leaping catch. He's got it. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Looking for Kelsey on the deep ball. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up second down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that ball incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did incompletions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Excellent play there on third down. Give him 25 yards. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And here is a leaping catch. He pulled it in. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. And they've got 3 tight ends here on first and goal to add some extra mass. On run, this is Gray. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Noah Gray. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Chiefs will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Butker is on target, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. The Chargers can take over now late lead in this first half. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. On first down, it's Herbert. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Back to throw here, Herbert. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Now the Chargers will use the second of the timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Herbert on first down now. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete. And that right there, his first incompletion of the game. Pretty remarkable.
So let's start talking about all-time records, because with that incompletion, maybe over a 2-game sequence, or maybe starts a new streak now, because Ryan Tannehill, over 2 games, hit 25 straight. Now, the incompletion, we're taking this record out of play. But Mark Brunell, when he's with Washington, 22 straight completions to start a game. This guy is on fire.
Again, Herbert. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando, standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We'll get started out west in Las Vegas, and it's the Ravens have the lead in that one. Zay Flowers, a touchdown reception. From there, we head east to the Lance to check on the Brownies at home at Cleveland Browns Stadium.
Well, everyone's eager to resume play here in this Week 2 contest, so we push right through halftime and back at it for the start of quarter 3. The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. Out comes the Chargers as they're on offense now start this third quarter. As they begin their second half here, Charles, offensive, not where they want to be. Obviously, they're losing in this ball game, but very much within striking distance. We'll see what adjustments they make in the second half.
Is that the old glass half full, half empty type of a deal? And which way do you want to look at it? Because you're right, they're down on the scoreboard, but they're definitely opportunities now, because if they want to go ahead and get going in this one, get back to the running game. I think there are going to be some places to go with it, and I think the offensive line will appreciate the chance to fire out and hit people.
That's a good point, because they virtually had nothing going in the ground game in that first half. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Right back to Spiller on second down. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
They'll run on first down. Kirkpatrick. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. Second down.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front. In a
heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And this one will be returned right around the 38-yard line. Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throwing interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead. Boy, it paid off.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
Through the middle of the field and all the way down to the 17-yard line. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Mahomes now on first down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Third quarter now from SoFi Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10. Now it's Mahomes again. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got it. Touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs are able to stretch out their lead.
And that's a drive that makes everyone happy on that bench because they accomplish exactly what they set out to do. Take care of the football, eat up a little clock, end up in the end zone. Now they've got a cushion for the rest of the game, so they didn't just help themselves offensively, they helped their defense out as well.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Chargers offense back onto the field. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
On 2nd down, here's Herbert. Open man, here's Foster. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. Here's Herbert. That's into a crowd and intercepted. It's Joshua Williams with a pick. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Well, it certainly feels like this defensive group has figured this guy out to the tune of a big lead in this one. And you know that he's frustrated with how this game has gone. And now with back-to-back interceptions, he's got to find a way to get out of his own head and start making better plays.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 13. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. 2nd and 10. Herbert jet sweep as he taps it forward. And they'll get him down here at the 23. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Spiller. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it and pick up first downs.
That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down. Herbert Keenan Allen, that's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Herbert with a connection to Allen for a Charger first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage. So timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Kirkpatrick. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38-yard line, 2nd and 9. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Got an open man, it's Foster. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Herbert setting up to throw on first down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Here's Herbert. And he's going to have connection to Foster. It's only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed as they move the sticks again. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now Herbert with it looking to pass. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Meanwhile, Herbert's throw going into the hands of Williams. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 21. Now to Herbert. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. A shotgun snap for Herbert. There's a short throw to his tight end, McKinney. It'll go as a gain of 4. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. All task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Allen. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first, about the 21. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it'll be 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra play.
On Herbert, his 3rd interception. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Little choice, Charles, but to go for it right there, and that pick 6 will be the icing on the cake.
Yeah, you don't know how many more possessions you're going to get. Really, you're almost at the point of no options. Have to go for it. Bottom line, though, is defenders know that as well. They know you've got to throw the football. Had the right defense called, able to make a nice play on the ball, and that's all she wrote.
Butker on for the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. The The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
The offense on third down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Herbert. Over the middle, complete. It's Allen. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. They snap it to Herbert. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. They're going to need to get up and set and hurry. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
No coverage missed by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That one too wide and incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play call is thinking, what have I done?
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Nick Bolton. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. This spot in the fourth quarter with that deficit, had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of a turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And this is caught inside the 5. Mahomes finding his tight end Kelsey for a big one. 46 yards.
And even with the game seemingly in hand, they're continuing to fire away, pressing the ball down the field. Listen, it's worked all day. No reason to go away from it now.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Now Gray, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. L.A. readies for its next possession. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and they'll bring up 2nd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. It's complete to Williams. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Herbert. He finds his man, complete. It's Foster, and he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a Charger first down.
The game was just a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
From the 50, here's Herbert. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts. That'll